Welcome to your OJT. Today is your first day as a Rita's of International Drive Treat team member. Congratulations. Get ready for exciting opportunities, but also you should be prepared to face some challenges. Your name is Sam, and you just came to us through VR. You are a young autistic adult with sensitivities to sound and touch, as well as social anxiety and mild OCD. This is your first job, and you are more than ready. We are excited to take this journey together. Please proceed to marker 2. Let's get started. Before anything else, we always wash our hands. This step is important whether we plan to handle food or not. For many autistic people, especially those with obsessive tendencies, there is nothing more useful than a routine. Routine can make an uncomfortable situation natural, and by ritualizing certain actions, we can ensure that the most important tasks are always completed. A ritual we like to establish right off the bat is hand washing. Step 1. Turn on the water. Step 2. Count to 20 on each finger twice. Step 3. Get 2 dollops of soap. Step 4. Begin to sing to yourself "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot" through twice while scrubbing your hands, then your wrists, then your nails. Step 5. Rinse off your hands when you have finished the song. Step 6. Grab a paper towel with both hands and dry your hands. Step 7. Turn off the water and throw away the paper towel. This is also a good time to check your hygiene. Did you remember to brush your teeth and put on deodorant? Is your uniform clean? If everything is good to go, then we are ready to move on. Please proceed to marker 3. The first thing you will learn, and the easiest job that we do, is dishes. This simple 4-step process of wash, rinse, sanitize, and dry is usually mastered in 5 minutes. You are no exception to that rule. You quickly become confident and relaxed. By not having to worry about doing anything difficult, you are able to loosen up and feel comfortable in what started out as a stressful setting. You may not even notice, but at this point, we will make use of your newfound confidence and through casual conversation to talk to you about soft skills that aren't necessarily part of your job, but are vital to your success. How to ask for accommodations. What to do if you feel a guest is harassing you. Even things like how to clock out for lunch, how to commute, and not to work when you're off the clock. You've really opened up and have a few concerns you'd like to bring to our attention. Let's go ahead and address them. Please proceed to marker 4. It's important to feel that you can express your concerns to your leadership. Good leaders will always be ready to listen and are willing to help. While things are going well right now, you are worried about the future. Specifically, you are very concerned about working with other team members. In the past, you have been called hurtful and inappropriate things, like stupid and defective and cognitively impaired. You are worried that your new team members won't understand you, and they will call you these names. We can alleviate that concern just by listening. It is leadership's job to learn what language you prefer people use. As a rule, standardized etiquette guides don't work because preferred language isn't the same for everyone. Some people want to be referred to as a person with a disability, because they are more than just their disability. Others find that offensive and want to be called a disabled person because their disability is an intrinsic, inseparable part of who they are. However, since you have shared your preferred language, we can disseminate it to the team. However, you should also feel confident in knowing that leadership will never disclose anything that could single out the disabled person or communicate to the staff that you have a disability unless you ask us to disclose it to the team. If you wish, it will remain private. Now let's get back to work. Please proceed to marker 5. You did great with the dishes, but we don't let anyone do dishes for long. In many OJTs, people spend their whole program hidden in the back of the store cleaning. Here, we always push our team members out of their comfort zone and start training them for cash handling and guest service as soon as they have mastered dishes. As we move into working with the treats, this is where more of your accommodations will come into play. You need to let us know what you think you will need to do the job. You have already expressed that you have a sensitivity to touch and noise. You suggest that you can wear headphones and wear an undershirt so that the tag from your uniform doesn't itch you. Both are easily done. Your leader should also be listening to your needs and actively coming up with their own ideas of things that might help you to do your job. Since we are now learning treats, the first step is to familiarize you with everything that we make. We decide to print out some picture menus for you so that you can match the treat to the name. Having a printed guide makes it easier than just expecting you to memorize the menu. So far, everything has been working out great, but that is about to change. Please proceed to marker 6. You are taken over to the dip box where you are about to learn how to scoop an ice. Your leader tells you that the first step, before you start scooping, is to put on gloves. Now you hate wearing gloves. You have touch issues, and the gloves make you feel claustrophobic and trapped. You ask if it could be a reasonable accommodation for you to not wear gloves. Unfortunately, the answer is no. As this is a food service establishment, food safety laws need to be the top priority. Your leader's outright no felt a little dismissive. To you, the response seemed unreasonable, and like they're just trying to torture you. Fortunately, you conveyed these feelings to your leader. Now that we are aware of your feelings, your leader dedicates time to go through the ServeSafe manual with you so you can learn the reasons behind the rules. Taking time to explain why we don't do something makes a greater impact than just saying no. Let's get to scooping. Please proceed to marker 7. We are ready to go. You put on your gloves and make the treats one at a time. Having seen the picture menu makes this easier. You are doing fantastic. But unfortunately, things are starting to build up. Even though you settled this already, your mind keeps fixating on your fear of working alongside your coworkers. You are also painfully unsure about interacting with the guests, and on top of it all, your gloves are making you feel like you're suffocating. This is too much, and you can't handle it. This sets off an all-out panic attack. The important thing to know is that this is okay. Your leader will not interfere right away. They will give you some time to cope. Remember, you know your triggers and releases better than anyone. By allowing you time to be by yourself to recenter yourself, we can take a step back and then work together. It is important to first clearly define the cause and then find a solution. Remember that even experienced employees can sometimes have panic attacks. It is important for leadership to understand that no one outgrows being overstimulated. Instead, they should focus on learning how they can best help you when they are. You may want help. You may want to be left alone. For now, though, let's see if leadership is able to help. Please proceed to marker 8. You took some time, calmed down, and are ready to address the situation. Your leader wants you to be very clear in defining what exactly set off the attack. You were able to conclude that the primary cause was fear of not knowing what to say when speaking to a guest. Being unable to anticipate the guest's questions makes it impossible for you to communicate, since you rely on pre-planning conversations. From this, we are able to determine that you are not afraid of talking to the guests. You are just afraid of not knowing what to say to guests. It may seem like semantics, but you are going to want to look for specifics. The differences are subtle, but they completely change the way your leader will handle a situation. Your leader decides to make you up some conversation scripts that anticipate what guests will say. You study the questions and responses, and then work one-on-one with your leader for the rest of your shift, doing role-play conversations. Hello, welcome to Rita's. How are you doing today? Are you local or visiting? Where are you visiting from? I've never been there, but I've always wanted to go. You do this for the rest of the shift, but you still aren't comfortable. That's okay. Sometimes one shift is not enough. You need some extra training time to get guest service down and to feel comfortable at it. It takes you about 4 shifts of roleplay training, but before long you are confident and ready to assist a real guest. Please proceed to marker 9. Your training is almost complete. The last task you have to learn is register. This is often the most difficult part of training because it requires a bit of math and technological know-how. You, however, are fantastic at math and technology. You are able to learn the register system almost instantly. It's important for your leader to remember that not everyone will struggle with the same things. Leaders should look for the areas where you excel and encourage those. With register and cash handling down perfect, your leader is ready to end your training period. However, you still have one concern. It's your autistic mannerisms. When you get anxious, you stim. You do things like clap, bounce, rock, flap, and sometimes make noise. You are concerned about not being able to hide those behaviors. The good news is, you don't have to hide those behaviors. You can be a great employee who is great at guest service and also happens to flap and rock sometimes. There is no reason why traits associated with being autistic should need to be hidden. Hiding who you are does not make you a better employee. You should be proud to be who you are, and any decent employer should feel the same way. Let's get ready to wrap this all up. Please proceed to marker 10. Congratulations! You did it! You have completed your on-the-job training at Rita's of International Drive. It wasn't always easy, but we learned a lot along the way. We are excited to offer you a full position here at Rita's, and are proud to have you on our team. Remember, learning doesn't stop at the end of training, for you or leadership. We need to keep learning and keep growing, and constantly work to be a more inclusive and accepting workplace. Workplaces like Rita's thrive when they are constantly innovating, exposed to unique perspectives, and seeking diverse viewpoints. We can't wait to continue to grow together. Welcome to the team.